So today I've come to the Scottish Highlands and I'm going to photograph an iconic species which is found up in the mountains of Scotland. Great thing now is in the winter time they change their fur to white to match the snowy conditions so that they're more cryptic. Unfortunately though, with global temperatures rising, we don't actually have permanent snow in the winter anymore. It's actually becoming more and more rare. So that's really unfortunately, because I was really looking forward to photograph the mountain hare in the snow. But I guess the one thing we can take advantage of though, it's easier to spot because it's still white. It doesn't change its fur until kind of the end of the season. So it stays white even though its background is more dark from the heather. So it should be fairly easy to find, and then we just have to be able to approach them. Now today it is absolutely chucking it down outside and it's quite windy as well. I think we've had a little bit of a break in the weather now, but it's supposed to just be pouring down all day. So I was thinking I was going to use the Tragopan waterproof poncho. It's got a new camouflage pattern on it, so it's an all-season, quite a faded look. But for the mountains here, you don't really need the camouflage. It's more about how you approach them, and approaching slowly and slightly at a lower level. But it's going to just help me stay a bit more dry and comfortable because I'm going to be crawling around the heather and lying still up there for maybe hours, depending on how long the mountain hare is comfortable with me there. So it's going to be allowing me to stay a bit more comfortable, stay drier, and just out of the worst of the elements. If you're not following us on Facebook already, head on over to Facebook, follow us at Tragopan Team, and we release content there as well, and you get notifications when there's new videos and other content and competitions that we might have. So Tragopan has a new camo cover for that poncho, the waterproof poncho. I've experimented with it a little bit in these conditions, and I went out to photograph mountain hares the other day, and I used this just because it's such nasty weather. There's gale-force wind at times, heavy downpour, also heavy shower comes down. So when you're lying up photographing mountain hares up in the mountainside, you get really exposed to the elements. So having this poncho with me was perfect because it's waterproof, so it really keeps me fairly dry, but I also have waterproof on underneath because part of my legs will stick out and also some of my elbows and arms, so it's good to have waterproof coverings underneath as well. It's great that it's camouflage covering as well, but for the mountain hares it's not really essential. It's more about technique and getting close, moving very slowly, and it's actually good that the mountain hare knows where you are because it sees you. So it can get startled. Imagine if you're completely covered and the man is just sneak up on it, but then it sees you when you try and take a photo. It might get very spooked. So it's actually a good idea to lay back for a while and approach slowly but deliberately and actually let it see you. But once you get that a little bit closer, get down low and approach really slowly by crawling. But this is just a great piece of equipment then to keep me dry and a bit more comfortable. And I can also use the tarp, make it into a tarp to set under, to hunker down under if I find a location that's good for that. Let me just get my bag, put the waterproof cover on it, and we'll start heading up the hills. See a mountain hare right up in front of me, maybe like 50 meters in front of me. So I'm gonna have to take it very slow. Let's see if you can see it. Tiny little white speck. I'm going to try and get a bit closer. Hopefully we can get some photos. That was absolutely amazing. This thing has just really helped out because I was lying in the ground, I was crawling around. I was lying there for hours and hours taking photos of this one mountain hare. It allowed me to get so close in the end when I just stayed low and got approached really slowly. And I must have been about 2 or 3 meters from it in the end. So very successful and it was such a good day. Let's get this thing off. Take my head off. So, I'll just dry this off and get ready for the next day. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, you guys can get the Tragopan Poncho now with the new camo. It's kind of like an all-season pattern, so it's quite faded. You can get that on the website now. In a previous video, I was using this on the beach to photograph ringed plovers, and also just to get out of the wind a bit, I use this as shelter, and it comes with these little straps at the end, so you can kind of set this up as a little shelter and a tarp, so you can get under and out of the worst of it and enjoy a warm cup of something. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and hit the bell to be notified. And I'll be out next month. I'll be out next month with another video where I take Tragopan products out into the field to photograph wildlife. So, I'll see you then.